here's the deal. This is not a fear video or anything anywhere close to that. I just want y'all to be prepared. And it goes like this. 80% of Americans right now live in urban areas. 80%. Most of them are going to be shocked all to hell by this conversation. On the flip side, I would be willing to bet that about 80% of the folks that watch this particular channel live in rural areas. I could be wrong, but that's kind of my guess. With that said, I think that winter is officially starting. But it's warming up outside, buddy. What are you talking about? Not that winter. I'm not talking about that winter at all. Look, I got a good friend out in Oregon I got a call from 2 nights ago, Dan Tanner. He owns Tannerite, the explosive targets that we love to shoot. He was telling me he's also a farmer. Now, they're not too different than we are here in Mississippi. We're an agricultural state. And he said, buddy, we got a real problem with fertilizer. I said, what's the problem? He said, we have fertilizer now double, triple, and sometimes quadruple in price, depending on what fertilizer you're looking for. Quadruple in price of what it should be. What's going to happen with that, you say? Well, if farmers don't fertilize, they could have half the yield because they don't have the money to fertilize in the first place, which means half the availability. Now, that would hit us hard already if prices were pretty much normal, but we're already feeling like we're in round 7 in the ring with Mike Tyson with food and gas prices. This could be the TKO that knocks us out this fall. And I'm talking about something like 4 to 9 months from now. Now look, one thing's for sure, hungry people are dangerous people, all right? But there's one thing even more dangerous than hungry people. It's hungry people that ain't used to being hungry. Because when you add panic and you mix it up in the blender and you stir it all around, what you get is revolt. Now, with the state of mental health that our society's already in right now after a 2-year lockdown, we've got a hair trigger on our sanity. We're a bonfire waiting for the torch. And you're hearing in the news right now, inflation's up 10%. I don't know where they're getting that number at all. They must think we're absolutely stupid. My grocery cost alone is up 30% just from last year. Hell, beef is up 40%. See, this is what happens when you embrace liberal globalism. 30% of our farmland corn right now is being used for ethanol that nobody wants to put in their gas tank anyway. This is stupid. We gotta stop using corn for fuel. It ain't an efficient use for corn or the farmland that we grow it on. We need to pump U.S. oil right here, right now, and use the farmland for food and use it for feed. And we also gotta stop regulating what farmers can and cannot grow. If the feds don't release these restrictions soon, then we're done. And one more piece of genius that you'll never hear up in D.C. If exporting causes a local shortage, then don't export. Rocket science, right? If only there was a warning. If only there was a manual that could have told us that all this stuff was coming, right? Mark 13:5. Jesus said to them, watch out that nobody deceives you. Many will come in my name claiming I am he, and he will deceive many. You're going to hear of wars and rumors of wars. Do not be alarmed. Such things must happen, but the end is still yet to come. Nation will rise up against nation, kingdom against kingdom. There will be earthquakes in various places and famines. These are the beginnings of the birth pains. My grandparents lived through the Depression and World War II. They were tough as nails. They grew their own gardens. They wasted nothing. They depended on their own communities, not the government. And if you're a subscriber, I'm guessing that you're the toughest stock that we've got. Because we all think alike. Hard times, I think, come easier when you're expecting it. I'm really, really saddened that the fact that most Americans choose to be weak and they don't live and think like we do. But I do believe that we have heavenly armies that are assigned for our future purposes. So with that said, let's make them proud.